My husband is the top mod of the relationship advice subreddit I've been posting in for 3 years. He's been giving me SD advice on how to deal with my husband while sleeping next to me every night. Hey everyone, throwaway account for obvious reasons. I, F35, never thought I'd be writing one of these, but I'm sitting in a coffee shop 3 blocks from my house because I can't go home right now. My husband Ben, M37, and I have been married for 12 years. We have 2 kids, 9-year-old Mia and 6-year-old Leo, and we live in a normal 3-bedroom house in a quiet neighborhood outside Portland. I'm a part-time graphic designer working from home. He's a software engineer at a mid-sized tech company. We're the couple everyone calls solid. We still do weekly date nights when we can. We take the kids to the park every weekend. We laugh at the same dumb dad jokes. Or at least that's what I thought. 3 years ago, our marriage hit a rough patch. Ben started working crazy hours. The kids were in that exhausting early school phase, money was tighter than usual, and I felt invisible. I joined a popular relationship advice subreddit under a throwaway account called You Lost in Suburbia. I posted anonymously about the little things that were killing me, how Ben never helped with bedtime anymore, how he'd snap at me when he was stressed, how I sometimes wondered if we were just roommates with kids. The responses poured in. Strangers telling me I wasn't crazy, that I deserved to feel seen, that maybe we needed couples counseling or even a trial separation. One commenter stood out immediately. You level-headed mod 42 replied to almost every one of my posts within minutes, no matter the time of day. His advice was always calm, thoughtful, and scarily accurate. He remembered every detail I'd ever shared. Mia's peanut allergy, Leo's fear of the dark, the exact way Ben pronounces coffee with that weird Pacific Northwest drawl I'd joked about in one post. He'd write things like, "You are not overreacting. He's taking you for granted. Have you thought about a trial separation so he understands what he's losing?" Or, "Document everything, just in case. You deserve a partner who sees you." He became my online lifeline. I'd wake up to his replies, long, empathetic paragraphs that made me feel heard for the first time in years. I told him things I hadn't even told my therapist, the nights I cried in the shower, the way I sometimes fantasized about leaving, the guilt I felt for even thinking it. He was always there. "You're not crazy," he'd say. "You're just exhausted and unseen. Keep going, you've got this." For 3 years, he was the one person who really got me. Last week, everything fell apart. Ben was out of town for a work conference. I was scrolling the subreddit late at night when I noticed a new pinned mod announcement from You level-headed mod 42. Taking a short break due to personal reasons. Still here if anyone needs urgent advice. The post was time-stamped the exact same minute Ben had texted me, "Landed safely, love you," from the airport. My stomach dropped. I went back through 3 years of comment history. Every single detail matched Ben's life. The way he loaded the dishwasher wrong. The exact fight we had about the credit card bill last Christmas. The vacation photo I posted, faces blurred, where Ben was wearing the same shirt You level-headed mod 42 had described in a comment months earlier. It was him. My husband had been the top moderator of the subreddit I'd been pouring my heart into for 3 years. He had been reading every vulnerable post I made about him, replying as the calm, supportive stranger who told me I deserved better, while he came home every night and kissed me on the forehead like nothing was wrong. I sat there rereading our entire message history. He knew every insecurity I had. He knew I sometimes fantasized about leaving. He knew I felt guilty for even thinking it. And he had been the one gently pushing me toward the door the whole time, while sleeping next to me, helping with homework, and telling the kids, "Mommy and Daddy love each other very much." When Ben got home from his conference, I didn't say anything at first. I waited until the kids were in bed, then I opened my laptop, logged into the subreddit, and turned the screen toward him. He went completely still. For a second, I thought he might deny it. Then his shoulders dropped and he started crying. Not the fake "I'm sorry" tears I've seen before, but real, ugly crying. He admitted everything. It started as a way to understand me better when I first joined the subreddit. He said he created the mod account because he thought if he replied as himself, I'd shut down. Then it became addictive. He loved being the person I trusted most. He loved giving me advice that made him look like the bad guy, so I would appreciate him more when he fixed things in real life. He said he never meant for it to go on this long. But every time I posted something new, he couldn't resist replying. He even admitted he sometimes started small fights on purpose just so he could comfort me as you level-headed mod 42 the next day. The craziest part? In the last 6 months, he had started encouraging me to leave him. He'd write things like, "You deserve a partner who sees you," while he was the one making me feel unseen. He said he was testing if I would actually do it, if I loved him enough to stay, or if I was truly miserable. I moved into the guest room that night. The kids keep asking why mommy is sleeping downstairs. Ben has deleted the account and is begging me to go to couples counseling. He says he did it because he was terrified of losing me and thought this was the only way to keep me close. But every time I look at my phone, I see the notification from the subreddit. You, level-headed mod 42, has left a reply. Even though the account is gone, the messages are still in my head. 3 years of my deepest thoughts, my darkest moments, my most private feelings, all shared with the man who was supposed to be my partner, while he was secretly playing both sides. I still love Ben. He was scared and insecure, and he made a terrible, manipulative, insane decision that snowballed into something that now makes me question every conversation we've ever had. But he also became the one person I trusted most in the world while lying to my face every single day. I don't know what to do. Do I tell our friends and family the truth and watch them look at him differently? Do I stay and try to rebuild a marriage where my husband has been my anonymous therapist for half our relationship? Or do I leave and let the kids grow up knowing their dad was the person mommy vented to about their dad? If you've ever discovered that the person you loved most was secretly living inside your head, controlling the narrative of your own life, tell me I'm not crazy for still wanting to fight for us. Or tell me to run. I honestly don't know anymore. Thanks for reading if you made it this far. I just needed to tell someone before I go home and face the man who knows me better than I know myself, because he's been pretending to be someone else the whole time.